Let's talk about, let's see, the ram call. Right, works. So here we are, day 1187 in my entrepreneur journey, day 14 in JP and Michael mentorship. I have 106 days left. Now keep in mind, this is not accurate. I don't think it is, at least. Anyway, this, I don't have the money to pay for that. Not now, honestly. I need to make my money until here. And honestly, it's so simple, but I fucking overcomplicate everything so like crazy. It really is so simple. I've done already the hard stuff. All I need to do is to finally, I don't know why this task is taking me so long, but to understand the sales script, understand the outbound, and go back to dialing because I haven't dialed for 14 days. Zero. Every day. And there's a stupid thing that keeps on happening to me, which is this. I start the week, a little bit of foggy. I'm not sure what to do. And then I understand what to do. And for some reason, it doesn't happen even though I work every single day. And then in one day, I fix a week. Last time I fixed in 5 hours, I fixed what I didn't fix in fucking 112 hours, which is stupid. It's not understandable, but it's the truth. I'm genuinely trying to understand if I can get that level of execution every single day sustained. It doesn't matter if it's 5 hours, those 5 hours are worth more than my entire 112 hours that I had. And what if I can make those 112 hours be the same as the 5 hours? You realize how much power I'm going to have? But you can see here, this is my problem. And yes, the preparation and memorization is an excuse, I agree. I'm just going to give it until Sunday. Until Sunday, I'm going to perfect the sales at the outbound. And by Sunday, I'm going to turn off my ads. And by Monday, I'm going to start cold calling again with very high volume. Honestly, I'm just disappointed in myself. I mean, like I explained, I wish I could take the me that I had 3 years ago. It was an absolute monster. It could go 2, 3 days without sleep and still somehow be effective. Sorry, not effective. That's the wrong word. He wasn't effective, but still be operational. I'm much more effective, but it's like the resistance has slowed me down so significantly, and the years after years after years of seeing absolutely nothing. I just feel tired all the time. And tasks that used to be so easy to do are fucking difficult. Now I know all of this is going to be gone the moment I'm going to get the first win, but I haven't got that first win for so many months. But I need to fight to get the first win because the moment I'm going to get the first win, I am going to be his greatest case study. For now, I explained, I promised, but my action shows that I'm the worst student he ever had. And I'm not saying that lightly. I truly believe that 14 days, 40 days in, what I only did the B2B setup. And keep in mind, 7 days of nothing, And then in one day, I finished the entire B2B setup and automation. And then from there, all I fucking needed to do is the sales and outbound. And somehow, 7 days later, I still haven't done it. Honestly, we're going back to the same problem that I had back when I did it on Instagram. I knew that I worked 150 hours. Good job. I knew that I worked every single day for more than 16 hours a day. Great. What the fuck did I do? And the answer is I don't remember. I don't fucking remember. And the problem is, if I go hyper specific and just start to track all of the time, every single second what I'm doing, I'm over prioritizing that. And then the execution gets murdered a lot of the times. And I wanted to work with my app, but currently I don't have the money to pay for that. And the app is a distraction right now. And also, getting back in shape after 3 years of absolutely nothing from peak in food and sleep, all of that, I need to get that back. Not because it's going to take more hours from the business and I want more rest. No, no, it's going to be much, much harder to do this. I need discipline to do this again. And honestly, because I know I don't need to do the 20-hour workdays that I used to do, I just need actually focused work for 5 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, 12 hours. I don't care. What's important is actually what has been done in those hours. That's it. And honestly, that's the fucked up part. I know exactly what I need to do. I'm just so scared to do it. And the sales part, I have absolutely no understanding of the sales script, even though I watched the module. The outbound, I'm confused with. I have the outbound for cold calls that I need to master. I have the outbound for paid ads that I need to master. And again, this comes back to the problem of what I fixed in those 5 hours. I had so many tasks to do. And then what I did, I opened Claude and I started to strategize 30 minutes exactly. Here's everything I need to do. And then we went one by one, until I fixed everything. But this time, because it's a different kind of task, it's so hard for me to do it. And I don't understand how I'm going to do it. It's honestly, it is supposed to be pretty simple. Here it is. Here's what I need to do. Okay, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show it, so I'm not gonna show it. I don't know why this popped up. I have no idea. Anyway, here it is. Master the cold call script so I can say it without looking at the script. Master the paid ads script so I can say it without looking at the script. And the hardest thing is master the sales script so I can do it without the script. And that's going to be the hardest part because of the isolation I had for so long. And then all I need to do is fucking turn on the ads. Also, VSL. I need to put the VSL on the landing page. I forgot. So after I put in the VSL on the landing page, turn on the ads, started getting leads, and start booking sales calls. And just start doing sales calls. And then when I don't do the ads, focus on the cold calling. Get back to my volume. I had some great volume going for me. But again, I lost. And it's so stupid. How simple is it? And yet I haven't done it. And I'm so disappointed in myself. And yet, in some way that I don't understand how to explain it, I don't understand why these particular tasks are the hardest to me. Maybe I'm going to send this recording to Claude to try to understand, but honestly, that's all it is left to do. Everything standing between me and the first client is this. The moment I get into the habit of the cold calling and stacking volume, I'm going to get that client in that week. I guarantee it. I guarantee it. It's impossible not, because I'm selling something that's very low ticket. I just need to get the foot in the door. I already have the fulfillment figured out. And if I do 250 cold calls every single day for 1 week, it is possible to get a client. Honestly, even more than one client. Plus the ads. Yes, everything together, I'm telling you. But yeah, I'm so fucking, I don't know what's the word for it. I don't understand why those tasks are so hard for me to do. I feel like it's related to this. Right, so this is in the group. As you see, it was last Thursday. I struggled for 7 days with the B2B full setup, and yesterday I made a huge mistake that essentially I deleted everything. Everything. But then from 4 a.m. until 12, I actually fixed everything and went even 12 steps ahead. So let me just make it super clear. I worked 112 hours that week and managed to do zero, nada, nothing. Poquito. And here's the reason why. And yes, I felt a little bit retarded. There was no one order. I was jumping between tasks based on what felt urgent. The website then asked, and back to GHL, then Pixel, then Snapshot. Every time I jumped, I created a new dependency that I didn't understand. Honestly, maybe even, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep now because I want to wake up early. And that's another thing. For so long, I've been prioritizing, just spending the most amount of hours and proving that I am worthy of this. And honestly, after more than 500 nights, honestly, probably much, much more, of barely 5 hours of sleep, maybe 2 hours of sleep a lot of nights, and some nights without sleep at all, I don't need to prove anything to nobody. It's probably much more than 500, but it doesn't matter. All that fucking matters is I need to start going to sleep early. It's going to be hard because this is the hours I'm used to. Go to sleep early, wake up earlier, and start fucking pushing, moving. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this recording, send the transcript directly to you, Claude. I'm talking to you right now. I'm gonna paste with it the skill we created that fixed the 7 hour, the 5 hour focused hours that fixed the entire week that I lost. And by Sunday, no matter what, I must fucking publish. Before I end this recording, here's everything I need to do. Very, very fucking simple. Very fucking simple. Okay, so here it is. Everything that's standing between me and the first client is this. Fix the VSL. This could happen later. But for now, what's most important is watch 2 videos of outbound training. Already watched the first one, so scratch it off. Even if I didn't understand nothing. Watch the second video. And watch it twice. Then look at that video. That video will teach me the script to run with paid ads if someone booked or did not auto book. And then there's a different script. Then drill that script as 100 times till I remember it without looking at it. That's outbound paid ads. The second thing I need to do is practice my cold call skills. With the new script, I already watched the entire cold call explanation, everything, and I already have some experience. So, just fucking practice the cold calling script 100 times if that's what it takes, till I understand it, and I understand both. If I hit the gatekeeper or if I talk directly to the business owner and handle any objections. Role play with an AI or with someone that I can role play with. And then the hardest part is the sales. I haven't even started the module yet. I mean, I have, but not really. Watch the sales module. Practice the script 200 times until I get it right. In each part, not practice the entire thing. Practice the introduction, then practice the next stage, then the next stage, then the next stage, then the pitch, then do the discovery, the pitch. The close, the objection handling, all of that stuff. 200 times each. And then turn on the ads. Start getting leads. Call the leads as fast as I can. Run the outbound script. If the prospect booked or forgot to book but submitted the details, when I'm not calling leads, I'm going to be cold calling. Again, as many people as I can. Because I cannot let what happened last time happen here. If you remember last time. Right, so exactly what happened then. This is Easy Grow. Okay, so this is what happened in Easy Grow and why I failed with Easy Grow. I started that journey back when I posted this post, it was, oh shit. Uh, uh, well, now I'm wasting your time and mine. Okay, so I started that journey 4 months ago. When I came here, was confused and distracted. After 6 years without any evidence, the brain starts to disbelieve. And for 45 days, the cycle has happened. You told me to choose one channel, outbound, don't stop no matter what. But 45 days passed, and I've tried to do cold calls, DM, cold SMS, cold calls. But in reality, I was so focused on building a system, I didn't execute anything. Then I said, fuck system and just call, and I booked that 2 meetings that same day. But then again, I did something you told me not to do. I stopped the flow. And every time I got someone interested, I treated it as a client, and I lost because it wasn't a client, and I lost in sometimes weeks and sometimes a whole month. I had a problem with my opener. The second problem was more important to me, sales. My discovery is still poor, and I forget. I remember about fixing the time, nailing my opener, then nailing my discovery question one by one, then the objection. And the last part is I'm not a social person because I wasn't really. I try to active listen, but I forget really fast. It goes over my head. Also, I'm way too apologetic and I lose the lead because they're leading instead of me. And also, I'm not asking the difficult questions. And the problem number three is no longer the problem because I actually, even though I paid for that emails the past few months, past 4 months, honestly, I paid around 2K, which is stupid, on it. I've deleted everything because I simply don't have the budget with the new investment. I'm going to put that investment, I'm going to put the money that was supposed to be there into paid ads. And the cold DM, you see it, but that doesn't matter. This happened 4 months ago. I mean, not 4 months ago, but you get the idea. I ended the mentorship with EasyGrow. The contract has ended on May 21. May 31, I started a new mentorship, which is crazy because I really didn't have the money for it. But I know I'm so close. I cannot lose momentum. I'm so fucking close. And I did that mentorship, specifically the ones that I'm in right now, to make sure I don't have the excuse of fulfillment. I have fulfillment figured out, fully figured out. Like the people I'm learning from truly have exceptional agencies. So that excuse is out of the window. What's stopping me right now is literally just what I told you. And the reason I made this a little bit longer is I'm going to send this recording to Claude and see what he thinks. But yeah, the cycle has pretty much happened again, but I need to kill it. Because the cycle is I am 14 days in and I don't have a single cold call, and the paid ads are still off. And all I did the past 12, 14 days, sorry, is learn, do a little bit, and learn. And a lot of time fall into resistance. Because I'm so close, the resistance is so much harder and so much stronger. I need to start a fucking hard reset. of going to sleep early, which is not 2 a.m. 2 a.m. is not early. I need to go to sleep as soon as I finish the second promise I need to do, start working out again. After 3 years of not working out, although I'm a fitness instructor, it's disgusting how I look because of I didn't do nothing the past few years. It sucks, and also I know it would help me mentally, but not only mentally, it would it would help my discipline too, I believe. Eating, I'm gonna go back to eating more than one meal a day. So I'm gonna try to go to 4 or 5, and I'm gonna try to gain weight again. But all of this is just talk. Let's see if I can actually do it, because literally that's the last thing that's stopping me. The moment I get better at sales, and the moment I understand the cold calling script and can start calling and have the ads running, I'm gonna get a client in a span of a week. It is really so fucking simple, but I overcomplicate everything. It is so fucking simple. That's it. I need to finish this recording. It's 2 a.m. in 10 minutes. I'm gonna send this to Claude to prepare for the next day, and I'm actually going to send it to Gemini too, but with the skill. And I'm gonna send it to both of them to see which one performs better with the first output. But yeah, this is absolutely everything. I'm so close. And it's not, it would be fun to win. Yes, it would be amazing to win and I have so much that I want to do. Hmm, that's better line. Let's use this. Yeah, I simply cannot lose. I can't. Not again. Not this time. This time it must be different. I need to ignore what everybody says. Ignore all of the years that I've worked and treat it as first time. And everything can genuinely fucking change. Even in a span of a week, but in a span of a week and consistent, hyper focused execution. Because I don't need more discipline. Yes, discipline is important, and yes, I need some of it. I'm not going to say perfect, but what I need is hyper focused habit building. The moment I'm going to get into the habit building format of just, I know exactly what I need to do every single day, which would be just ads running in the background and me cold calling, it doesn't get more simple than that until I get the first client. Then I need to change the system. But all it is right now is I need to get the payment. I need to get there because I don't have money to pay for that mentorship if I get to month 4. I have 3 months and 50 days until the first payment. And I'm not stressed about it because I know it can genuinely happen in a span of a week. Maybe not all of it, but the first client can genuinely happen in a span of a week, but only if I get there. What's the biggest fear and biggest problem right now is, again, I'm kind of stuck on what to do. And I don't know how, but I didn't do what I just told you in this video the entire week. It's already Thursday. It's Thursday, going to be tomorrow. Today, sorry, it's 2 a.m., so it's today already. And you can tell me, so you didn't work? No, I genuinely worked, but I don't remember what I did. And also, very important note, what I'm doing right now is bad because the hyper focused work that I did was 4 a.m. that day until like 12 morning time, and I fixed everything. And now it's 2 a.m., so I will not wake up at 4. I'm gonna try to push to wake up to 6 and start the sprint, because as soon as 3 p.m. hits or 2 p.m. hits, that's it. The day is over. Honestly, I need to treat it as that. Not as I keep working 16 hours. No, no, no. The moment 3 p.m. hits, I need to go to my job. While I'm at my job, my work is unfocused, constant interruptions. And I lose. And this is what happened the entire week. I worked every day for very long hours. I also failed to my cycles and oscillation cycles that you all know about. And if you don't, you can look at the video. I'm not going to explain it again. You already know them. And yeah, every day I woke up late and the all or nothing mechanism has fired. And the confusion on what I need to do, honestly, I don't know what happened this week. What I do know, I need to make it, it's stupid, but somehow my brain is telling me Sunday is not going to happen. And I must force Sunday to happen. The ads must go live Sunday. So I need to take every fucking excuse I have. And even when I'm telling you this, I don't know if it's fear or if it's something else, but I feel like it won't happen. But I need to make that happen. Sunday, no matter what. Sunday, no matter what, I need to publish the ads. That's it. All right. It's been a very long conversation. And honestly, it's stupid. But hopefully, once I send it, I could have clarity on exactly what I need to do. I would also send it the roadmap, and maybe it will give me strategize. But no matter what, Sunday, I must go live. I cannot let this be another 45 days of waste and only then start to get wins. No. Sunday, which would be 3 days from now, the ads must go live. And then Monday, the cold calling must start again. That's it. If I do those two things, and of course the things that are related to actually making those things happen, and I get to actually starting the habit of just me knowing exactly every single day, the moment I wake up, I I don't practice sales or whatever it is, and the moment I can start calling, I'm starting cold calling, and the ads work in the background, and I'm working on the sales whenever I can to just get better at it. Because I know from 4 a.m. until 11 a.m. I cannot do cold calls because there's no country that I can do cold calls to. The UK I can start calling from 11 a.m. But then at 2 p.m. I need to go to my job. And then I need to stop cold calling. I'm still trying to test if maybe I can do cold calls while at my work, but I don't want to um, promise that because I don't know if it would happen. And then from 10 p.m. until 12, I need to finish the day and go to sleep. So I can wake up the next day again at 4 a.m. Sunday must happen, and Monday must happen. And if I genuinely do the roadmap and I get to do the 250 cold calls a day, every single day, for the next 20 days, it is impossible for me not to get a client with the ads running in the background. It's literally impossible. I just need to get started. I'm still at the edge. I'm not in on it yet. I'm still learning. I'm still thinking. I'm not in yet. I promised them I'm going to be the best case study they ever had. And I truly believe I can be. Because I can truly execute more than most people. And I have a work ethic to work those 20 hours a day. But right now, all I need is to get into the possibility and availability of me doing all of the back end stuff that I just explained. And then every single day, all that I'm doing is cold calls, cold DMs, if times let me. So if, for example, I finished everything I needed to do and I did the cold calls, I reached the target number of cold calls, and I genuinely cannot do any more cold calls, then I can go back to cold DM. Really, this is it. This is absolutely everything. I cannot fail. I can't. I don't have the money to pay for it if I fail. And it's enough. I don't need to fail anymore. In terms of not winning the game. I know this year I can get to 20K, even though it's 6 months. It's possible. It's genuinely possible. Especially with the new system that I have. Especially with the new investment that I've made. The fulfillment part is already figured out. All I need to do is to put myself in a position to get clients. And that position is to do a certain amount of volume of cold calls and the ads running in the background and speed to cold calls and speed to lead with the leads that I'm going to get from the ads. That's everything. I overcomplicate everything. That's entirely what I need to do. Set myself in position to do that, and a win is inevitable. I don't know. I don't know what I need to do. Maybe I need to do this every single day. Just telling you what I need to do. Check if I actually did it. And if not, why not? But I cannot go hyper specific because I know that I'm gonna get distracted by it. Anyway, shut up. Alright, that's it.